The argument woke me up before the time. That alone told me something had changed. For weeks, everything had followed the same pattern. The same preparation. The same anticipation. The same quiet coordination between places that should never have been aware of each other. But this time, the pressure in the room felt uneven. Unstable. I checked the clock. 2:11 a.m. Too early. The apartment felt tense, not alert, not focused, divided. The walls no longer held a single shape. One side of the room felt tighter, compressed inward, while the opposite wall seemed farther away than it should have been. The air carried conflicting vibrations, overlapping frequencies that didn't align. It felt like standing between two people speaking at once, both certain, neither willing to yield. The first voice came from the ceiling. Low. Flat. Efficient. Transfer remains optimal. The second voice answered from the floor. Distorted. Delayed. Almost irritated. Conditions no longer stable. I stayed perfectly still. This wasn't meant for me. The recorder caught everything. Two distinct spatial signatures. Two separate resonances. Not echoes. Not reflections. Entities. Structures. Arguing. Subject demonstrates adaptability, the ceiling replied. A pause. Retention probability acceptable. The floor vibrated sharply in response. Adaptation threshold exceeded. Another pause. Cognitive strain detected. I understood then. They weren't debating me. They were debating ownership. The room began to shift in conflicting directions. The lights flickered, not from power loss, but from disagreement. One source brightened while another dimmed, as if separate systems were attempting control at the same time. The hallway outside the bedroom stretched, then snapped back into place. The door frame warped. Corrected. Warped again. Resolution required, said the ceiling. Consensus failing, replied the floor. I crawled toward the recorder, heart hammering. The argument intensified. Other spaces joined in, distant, faint, but unmistakable. Different tonalities. Different architectural voices. Some calm. Some impatient. One, curious. Subject exhibits deviation, a new presence noted. Deviation acceptable, countered another. Deviation threatens stability, said a third. I covered my ears, but the sound wasn't traveling through air. It was traveling through structure. The apartment began isolating me. Walls slid inward. Furniture repositioned without coordination. The space fractured into overlapping intentions. Each side of the room felt like it belonged to a different place entirely. That's when the shouting started. Not loud, urgent. Multiple responses overlapping. Maintain containment. Prepare extraction. Reallocate resources. Abort transfer. I screamed. For the first time in weeks, I screamed. Every voice stopped. Silence. Not agreement. Shock. The recorder captured a final exchange. Slow. Measured. This behavior was not predicted. A pause. Then, from somewhere very far away, prediction models require revision. The argument resumed immediately, faster now, less orderly. The room shook. Not violently, decisively. As if one side was preparing to act before consensus could be reached. I saw it then. A seam. A literal fracture in the space near the front door. Not a crack, but a misalignment. Two realities failing to agree on where the boundary should be. I moved. The apartment reacted too late. Half the space tried to stop me. The other half hesitated. That hesitation saved my life. I crossed the seam. The pressure vanished instantly. The voices cut off mid-argument. The hallway reasserted itself. I ran. I don't know which side lost. I don't know if there was a winner. But I know one thing. Whatever these spaces are, they don't always agree. And next time, they might not argue at all.